in this series.
Absolutely, they need to go ahead and shift that momentum, right? They are now 4 losses in a row if you count yesterday. They need to do something new. They need to get out of this rut here, and if they don't, they only got 2 more games here left in the knockout stage.
Yeah, you can see difference in the composition, almost the same. We have very different compositions in every game. Not going to be doing the same things. Twisted Minds wants to engage 9Z Globant, wants to trap them. And now, this is good. Game number 2 is underway, everybody. Twisted Minds versus 9Z Globant. If you haven't been here, they already are on a 1-0.
Yeah, and here is the CD here again. This time we'll give you everything box. Make sure to join in. We always like to reward our viewers at home for watching, and this is one of them here. And here we go. Level 1, both sides are already scrapping here. The Mai and the Liangpo. A lot of durability in the double melee mid, and they're actually keeping up versus the Yijing and Yuan.
Yeah, you can see it though. 3k HP already for Sick on this Azure buff. They're going to be taking this without any contest from the side of Twisted Minds, and this is not good. Losing an Azure buff on a Luna is not good.
That is absolutely disastrous. And look at the side of 9ZG here, protecting their own Azure Golem to ensure that while they take yours, you cannot go ahead and take theirs. Now Luna is not gonna get level 4 quite on time here, and is potentially gonna have some mana problems too, now that both Azure Golems went over to the side of Sick.
Yeah, now Hailang had to force away, but right now onto the back line, though, Kappa over to use his flash, and he's gonna be dead here. Is that gonna be a first? But no! The Kachosen missed!
Hailang was a little bit off with the skill 1 there, almost getting Yuan. We're seeing Yuan's getting a lot of pressure put on them before level 4, right? That's when they're vulnerable and they're not able to go untangible with that ultimate there. But Kappa was actually able to get away there. We see Luna try to make a play here. Combo on the 2. They get dropped really low.
Yeah, win RJ. Oh, 1 HP. Almost getting the kill, but the first blood still comes in for Twisted Minds.
The fact that Clean does not have the Azure Golem and it was still able to get that first blood and get a score on the board here is very impressive, right? Because that's going to be a time that he's really weak. He doesn't have the Azure Golem. He's level 4 on Luna, not really known for their level 4 ganks, but it was a good job that he identified that both sides, both people on the side of 9ZG there did not get that level 4 yet, and he was able to get that gank off.
Yeah, you can see that the problem here whenever you don't have the Azure buff, especially for Clean, you can see him not having any mana, right? So now he's at the half mana because he didn't have the Azure buff during the fight a while ago. And this is the problem why you always need to get the Azure buff. But one good thing about that is that even though he didn't have the Azure buff a while ago, the kill that he got was way more worth it.
Yeah, for sure. And then we see Luna actually go ahead and secure the Azure Golem the second it comes up. They don't want to take any chances with Pei invading them anymore, right? We're kind of waiting there for 2 seconds for it to immediately come up and take it. And now Clean can freely transverse throughout the map with that ultimate and not have to worry about running out of juice.
Oh, yeah. Now Twisted Minds doing the same thing, going for the bully, and he's not going to survive. Sick has just been pulled back, and another kill for Twisted Minds.
This is not the Pei performance like we've seen from the game prior, right? Sick is not really able to get a foothold off in the early game, and even pre-level 4, Twisted Minds has a pretty sizable lead as they go ahead and invade the Crimson Golem on the side of 9ZG.
It's going to be tough. They're going to be taking this. ACC has the ultimate, though. They're going to be taking it fast. But ACC was able to take it. Tremor Smash is available, but he's going to be using it. He's not going to be able to jump out, but the flash saves him.
What they wanted, and then they got out. That Crimson buff actually went on to ACC there, so he had to make extra sure he was not going down there. He didn't want to give it back over to the side of 9ZG here. And before this first tyrant comes up, we see Twisted Minds with a sizable 1,000 gold lead, but they're not going to have that Tremor Smash for this first objective spawn here. So maybe 9Z can go ahead and take advantage of that and get this tyrant off the board.
Insane vision score, though, for ACC. Look at this. He has 13 already on that vision score because he has been seeing a lot of people moving in and out of the bushes. So this is good. Right now, with his body moving forward, walking in front of everybody, this is what's good about the Liangpo. He's not going to die in the early game, so he can definitely find more vision for the team.
Absolutely, here, Twisted Minds here, they're playing a little bit coy here, right? They know they don't have that ultimate available. Liangpo just got it back, so they're going to go ahead and pressure this Tyrant, and if the enemy team comes in, they will force a fight for sure, since they're sizably ahead now.
That was so fast, though. 9Z Globant knows that they cannot fight that. because they don't have the firepower. The Futsu and also the Chano gets stronger in the late game, and Twisted Minds has a composition that is built to last here in the early game. So that's why they're taking every fight that they can get. When RJ even has to force the flash because Clean has been dealing so much damage.
For sure, 9ZG kind of grouping up here, looking for any sort of plays here. They know their Crimson buff is coming up, and they don't want to get this one stolen away again. So they help out Sick to go ahead and secure that. But they're still kind of just fighting for their own jungle here, right? Anytime you're just fighting for your own jungle, you're not really getting ahead. You're just trying to break even. And they're slowly kind of slipping away here if we look at the gold lead.
Oh, yeah. Right now, onto the bot lane, you can see a lot more people there going for the invade. Do they know that Clean is around? I think they don't, right? They don't know that Clean is around, but Win RJ is going to be knowing. Right now, he has the ult with the Sage's Might, but the damage is still going to be there. Win RJ is not going to survive this, but no, Highland got trapped, and this is good. 5 people right there. Clean will be able to get the kill, but at what cost? He's going to fall down. But right here onto the backline, Tremor Smash is going to hit too, but they don't have enough damage. That is a big mistake from Twisted Minds.
They didn't have enough follow-up there, right? Everyone on top 9ZG was ready for a fight. We saw them grouping up to protect their jungle there, so all the members were there and ready for action. Whereas, look at Shanks on side Twisted Minds here. He was busy pushing down that bot lane. He got the tier 1 tower, but he was not able to help in this fight.
Look at the push from 90. Has to get away. Good thing he has some speed. He could have been trapped in that ward.
Very, very close there. 9Z opting to actually just stay around, try and see what they can get here. Tried to make a play onto Nightly there, but as you mentioned, they were very nimble, barely escaping the board from Moon there. And just like that, 9Z has kind of clawed their lead back into here. You know, they were before down 1,000 gold. Now it's only 300, and a few more fights like that, and they are going to be ahead.
Looking really great for the side of Twisted Minds. Everything has been good here for the team. But I like that both junglers are really close when it comes to the gold. Not really ahead against each other. So 9Z Globin has a really big chance here. Spark Forge already built for Win RJ. So I'm waiting for him to be a bit more tankier once he gets the next items.
Win RJ is going to be pivotal in this game because they sacrificed a lot of their early game presence for the Futsu pick, whereas Nightly can still maneuver around the map and help out his team. Futsu's just kind of stuck there split pushing, and is that going to get value? We're going to see later on.
Yeah, Tremor Smash is going to get used. No flash and combo save, but has to go to the back line. When they go for it, they got the knockback. They're going to be pushing the tower, but onto the back line, they're going to go. Win RJ is going to be the first target. That's going to be one more kill, and they got 3, but it's still a 3-for-3. Game's not over just yet. Sick could still go for the chase, but that's it. Twisted Minds are okay with a tower and a 3-for-3.
So far, Twisted Minds is not only surviving the pay early game, they are thriving, right? Consistently ahead this game. Definitely not as much as before, because in the 7-8 minute mark, they were all the way up to the high ground. But they're able to go ahead and try and outscale. And once the Luna gets late in the game, sure, Sick is kind of close in gold, but you much rather have a level 15 Luna than a level 15 pay.
Yeah, what's scary about this though is that you can see, right, the gaps here for Twisted Minds, because every time they get caught by Win RJ on the Sage's Might and also by Moon on the board, it's gonna get scarier, right? So that is what they need to look at here for Twisted Minds, because when they get caught, they can't get away. They're definitely gonna be dead.
For sure, they're stealing some more of the jungle on the side of 9ZG here. And this is what I was mentioning before, right? They're just trying to defend their own jungle. So they're not really ever able to contest the side of Twisted Minds.
That's big though. They force the Unending Sorrow. He can't tank anymore. Combo Saber has to go back, and that is good. Second tier tower at the top side, but the bot lane has an answer. 9Z Globin doing a good job at this macro game. And now onto the back though, Combo Saber looking for the fight, but 9T just tried to go for the backline. ACC is going to be the sacrifice here. That is such damage from Shanks' Arrow Storm.
We gotta understand, Shanks the entire game has just been farming. He's not been helping out his team and such here, but now he just got a red buff given away to him here, and he is ready for action. Daybreaker acquired. If we look at the gold here, Shanks should be nearing the top here.
Oh man, it's so scary, right? You have the Daybreaker already on Shanks. This is the start of the game. Right now, Shanks is just gonna destroy everybody. And now, it's gonna be a problem also because Clean is also... What is that? What can they do whenever he does that?
That's the power of Luna, right? Once you have the itemization in there, you're able to dart in and out of the map here, and you don't have any real lockdown on them. If the Futsu is not ready there to go ahead and grab her immediately with that ultimate, there's not much counterplay. She's able to just dart around, get some vision, get some damage off, and retreat safely.
Twisted Minds now getting ready for this Shadow variant. 9Z Globin's also in position in the Tyrant. I like that they have pushed the bot lane tower, right? And Sick is doing some housekeeping so that Twisted Minds would need to think about this wave incoming onto the bot side.
9ZG, if they want to go ahead and win a fight, they need to handle the two biggest threats on the side of Twisted Mind. They need to lock down that Luna and remove the Flowborn marksman from the back line. Look at the gold, 9,000 for Shanks and only 6,000 for Lefty. He has almost 50% more gold than enemy marksman.
Crazy at the back line though, here it comes, 90 on the back. The Sage's might denies him, but at the back line, Highlang was able to get the kill on Sick. Both the junglers are down. This is gonna be good. Win RJ goes into the back, was able to get the kill on Shanks. No more damage onto the side right here. Twisted Minds, what a play coming in from 9Z Globin. Lefty still alive. They could still go for the push here. Topside tower could get taken down here.
Even with all that advantage, Shanks was unfortunately able to get caught there and go down. 9Z Globin, they just find those angles to get him here. A 2-for-2 is really not that bad against Twisted Minds since they were so ahead at that time.
Yeah, what I like about that though is the top lane minions, the bot lane minions from the side of Twisted Minds are pushing. So 9Z Globin can't go for this Tyrant take because they have to defend. If not, towers are gonna fall.
For sure here, Twisted Minds making sure that all their lanes are pushed here and it's the optimal time to fight so that even if they lose, right, I'm not saying they lost the fight there, the enemies still can't make that counter siege, counter push and get more from it. If there's something on the map to do like pushing waves, they're going to prioritize that first before they go for these fights.
Nice taking that Overlord. That could be good for 9Z Globin. That could mount the comeback here for the team. Because right now, they're still waiting on where they want to put it. Twisted Minds is just finding scraps on all the lanes, making sure that the lanes are pushed so that when the Shadow Vanguard comes, at least they're ready.
Absolutely. We see Shanks still going throughout the map, mainly focusing on that farm, right? Even till now, even with all that lead, Shanks is still farming, ensuring that he is going to be on the top of the leaderboard when it comes to gold here. But if he is able to get an effective use of his skills here in the fight, not getting one shot by anyone here, he's going to output so much damage on that Flowborn marksman.
Shadow Path on the top side, that is where they put it. They have to put 90 on housekeeping duty on the top side. But I like that the answer of Twisted Minds is just go to the bot lane. Let 90 push this, the top side. Most members of 9Z Globin are in this area, but because 90 is here, it can just push out the Shadow Vanguard and clear it, while 9Z Globin need to think about the bot lane.
It is going to take him a while here, but he's on the Guan Yu, right? He's able to go ahead and get vision of the enemies and retreat if it really needs to and not be very overcommittal. It looks like the side of mind, they don't quite care about the enhanced Shadow Vanguard yet, right? They're going to let it push in, and once it gets closer to the tower, it looks like Shanks is going to be tanking it up and taking that out.
Full item already on clean at 11.4k. So he's just going to be waiting for the Sage's Sanctuary later on. He's going to be switching for sure. But also on the side of Shanks, Shanks is already at that point. One more item and everything is complete. And his Arrow Storm are going to hurt.
Yeah, basically all of the gold on South Twisted Minds is on Shanks here, so it's very important that they keep him alive because every other member, I'm looking at the gold here, 9Z Globin kind of is ahead on, right? The mid laners ahead, their Clash laners ahead, jungle is down a little bit here, but the support is ahead too. So if 9Z Globin's able to shut down Shanks, they're actually not behind in the fight.
Yeah, look at this, no vision on some of the members of Twisted Minds. Everybody's at mid. And on the back line, you have to be aware of 90. If 90 gets an angle at the back, everybody's going to be in danger here. It's a good thing that Win RJ has been keeping a pinpoint, keeping a check on this guy. Goes in for the flash, goes in for the play. That's going to be 90 dead. That's big. And now 9Z Globin has advantage here, but the tower mid lane has been taken down.
For sure,
oh, what is that? He's going to kill that.
Bottom as well.
What was that kill from Shanks? 2 Arrow Storm and he's dead. They're going to be looking for it. Right now, Capo Saba is going to be next. You have the board. Clean is trapped. And Lefty is pushing. Right there into the backline. Highline was waiting for his prey. And Sick is going to fall.
Shanks is doing so much damage at that time in the game here, and we saw WinRJ actually invest his flash ultimate to get Nightly there. So when Shanks got his hands on Futsu there, was able to go ahead and obliterate him with that ultimate. Not much he can go ahead and do. Twisted Minds here, they're coming up on full build on Shanks here. They need to start thinking about how they're going to close out this game because they got themselves a sizable lead, but they do not want to take it to Tempest for sure.
Yeah, the longer the game goes, the scarier the Futsu and the Lefty is gonna be. So that is where they need to think about what they have to do here. High ground towers are still up for the side of Twisted Minds. And they are looking for this high rank here. They're positioned already, but Clean is on the top side of the map. Not gonna let 9Z Globin take this Overlord right here. That's half HP already. But what they don't know is that Shanks is taking the other objective at the bot lane.
Shanks has been operating on his own
Whoa.
all game, right? Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
Moon is just going to be taken down very fast onto the backline, though they go. 90 has been able to get to the rear guard. They're getting pushed back. The displacement coming in from 90 was able to put a sign in this game. Twisted Minds. What a play. Clean starting it. Now 9Z Globin is down 20 seconds on the clock. This game is over. And game number 2 is gonna go to the hands right here of Twisted Minds.
I was saying, wow, Luna's engaging a fight there without Shanks, but they don't need him, right? You see them go ahead and win that fight, potentially 4v5 almost, before Shank comes in and cleans them up there. All game, Shanks has just been operating kind of solo. He was farming bottom, he was farming his own jungle, and then whenever his team calls him over, he's like, fine, I'll help you guys push, right? Just like at the end there, comes in for a little bit of a cleanup, but that Luna is so disruptive, and the only time the Futsu got